It's a cold, dark Sunday morning in early 2026. So what's better to do than to jump back into Mountain Blade Bannerlord 2's best multiplayer online mod, Bannerlord Online. I have not played it for quite a while, and I will be repeating myself today a bit because I made a short stream yesterday, but I got some copyright strikes for music in the background. So now I'm running my own copyright music this time. So if you managed to watch the stream yesterday, I might be repeating myself. Just recently I got an update message from the development team from Russia for Bannerlord Online that they're finally initiating beta gameplay of the castle siege mode, and they managed to get I don't know, 10-15 people in from each team and have an hour-long or so test siege battle, and technically it seems to be working fine. I think there will be some fine-tuning needed, so it's not now, but it's not just vaporware. That siege functionality seems to have a potential to actually work in the future, and with that I think, you know, this mod, as impressive as it has been so far, I think it really can be something unique in the gaming market. Is it for me though? That's another matter, but I'm talking in general. So 2026, what has changed? Well, there has also been a DLC for the vanilla game of Mountain Blade, and I haven't purchased it yet because I never play the vanilla game, and I don't know if I would do much naval warfare. But you notice some things implemented in the base game that's transferred over to this mod, like slings and better sunlight sky lightning in the game, at least. I don't think this mod has implemented the enlarged map overall, so there's a few things that's not in the mod that is in the base game. Anyways, I'm not planning to do anything revolutionary. Maybe I just repeat a couple of things that I've done in tutorials earlier, a couple of years back, so you can check out how things work in 2026 if it's something you want to pick up. I highly recommend, if you like the vanilla base game, you can do almost everything in this mod that you can do in the base game, almost, and you can do it with friends. There's some limitations, of course. I have 3 characters, and one important thing to do is once you get to a level, let's call it intermediate level, you should start looking around for companions in the mod. So that's what we're gonna do this morning. I need to log on to 3 different characters, and I need to find one companion, and with that companion candidate you can check out all the other 9 candidates on the map. And if you haven't seen my tutorial from years back, you can watch this one instead. So let's go. And while we do that, I'll talk a bit in general about the mod. You know, it hasn't been really updated for a very long time, so all the information I'm giving, if you play this mod, if you know this mod well, there will be nothing new for you in this video. If you haven't played it, there's gonna be a lot of information, because I really don't have anything to add to experienced players. I played it a lot, but I'm not very experienced with it. So, all right. So Zeonica is the capital of Calradia. There are 3 kind of bluish purplish factions in the vanilla game. Nothing's changed with the factions. They don't really matter much in. Like, some of the clans have a culture profile, but they really don't matter much for the mod, less than they do in the vanilla game, because like cities, they're just holding places. You can't own settlements yet. And in Zeonica I have my clan hall, and you can deposit troops. So I have a bit of trash troops and a couple of companions here, some naked that I'm going to sell. Some are equipped already. Some have a nice white winter hat because I need them for when I go into town. and sell junk to a junk dealer. It gives me a nice bonus. For these missions I'm not gonna need a large army. So all I do is I keep an army of over 60. That means you can move around on the map without getting triggered or ganked, attacked by NPC armies. So that's good. Try to get your leadership skill up to where you can have over 60 troops. That's a very nice first goal for you if you start with this mod. The second goal you should have is have trade, so that you can have 3 required skill level 40. So you can have 3 pack animals, 3 mules. And all you do is you run caravans between Zionica and Porus, back and forth, back and forth. Do that for an hour and you're gonna have 40 in trade, and you can have 3 mules. And if you, as I do, you have a companion that can have 3 extra mules. You have 6 mules in total, and you have a immense, almost 500 inventory capacity. It's very convenient. I think I undressed a companion and made him ready for sale. So I'm gonna deposit his stuff inside my clan hall. You can have 2 clan halls. I have one in the capital, which is very convenient. Or you can have a bunch of chests that you can assign different levels for clan members. You can have up to 30 members. So let's see here. I'm just gonna shove. You can have different horses. Okay, I need to sell horses on this character. Something like that. Wait, just gonna grab. There are a couple of. The currency of clans is influence, and you input. Every member of the clan inputs influence into the clan, and you purchase clan bonuses. Larger armies, faster movement speed on map, etc. More experience for you and your troops. And you can do daily quests. I don't need to do it right now because I don't have the bonus running. But it might be a good idea to pick one of each of these items and put them, so that when you pick up a quest in towns, you just have the equipment for that quest automatically. So I was just preparing for that. Do I have enough food? You need to have food in this game. So if you're in my clan, you have an open chest there where you have bread. It's crappy food, but it's good enough for what I'm doing. Okay, let's put the velvet. Oh, okay. Wait, I need some food. Let's go with 250 food or something. And then I have another chest here where I keep all my, what's it called, miscellaneous, like velvet and furniture and recipes and colors and flags and stuff. Okay, so we got food, we got quest materials. So we're kind of ready for today's adventures. So what I want to do is I want to scroll out to the zoom level where you have villages, not towns and castles. You can see castles and towns all the way out. Sorry, towns, not castles. Just keep you scrolling in. Castles pop up. We're not looking for castles. We're looking for villages. Or actually we're looking for these red. These are in the mod. They're not in your vanilla game. So you will not be able to see these slave traders. That is an army quest. And are these called hideouts? Yes, I think that's what they're called. They're called hideouts. You don't need a quest for them. You just walk up to them and you enter them. And there will be 10 of these on the map every day, and it renews at where I live in Central Europe, 4 o'clock in the morning. So you get hideout in the woods. That is a single player. You can bring along 6 soldiers, companions, even better. Looted caravan, it's another army quest. So there's 2 army quests, slave traders and looted caravan. And you need a good army. It's a hard combat. It's probably harder than any army on the map, NPC army was wandering around. There are some army quests from the city gate guardian, city captain, whatever, like bandit leader. They're kind of hard, depending on the size you select. These are even harder. It's like 80, 90 heavily armed enemies, so you need a good army. You can solo them. You can bring along a friend as well, I believe. Okay, Hidden Dungeon is a single player, can't bring any companions, it's only you. It is kind of hard. You need to level up your character and have rather decent gear, depending on your skill level. I sometimes fail Hidden Dungeon, and it's not because I'm a decent player, I'm not really good, but I have veteran gear, so I can like bash myself through it. But actually, it's the shortest in time. It takes 2 minutes maybe to do. But there's a risk you fail it if you're a bit unlucky. And veteran's gonna go like, ha ha ha, how do you ever fail that? I never fail it. Alright. Hideout in the woods takes you around 5, maybe 7, 6 minutes, and you can bring along. So we're gonna go with the closest one. Okay, that's the reason I'm checking these out and marking them. Because I wanna do probably the most conveniently placed. This one here could be the most conveniently placed for this character over at Danostica in the east of the map. Because it's kind of fun to fight these army battles, but you do lose, you can lose some veteran troops, and that is fine too. But what I have to do is I have to walk to the city where I keep my like proper combat army companions, and my army now is just a trash army. There's no way I can do these my companions are for grinding and training new troops. So I'm not set up. And also my arms, I'm using a crossbow. I'm leveling crossbow. See, I'm not gonna bring that to a serious battle. So that's why I'm gonna do a single player quest for all my 3 characters today. So we're gonna move over to the hideout in the woods. And then you can go into your quest menu. It's this little scroll down here, and for me I press Z. Belongings of the Escaped Merchant. That's a quest I try to do it all the time. If I'm going somewhere on the map, I try to have a quest. Belongings of the Escaped Merchant. You get it from the thief in the tavern in towns. Okay, so if we move up here to Pikayan, we can pick up a chest, and then we move down here towards Danostica, and we go to hideouts in the woods. How about that? Alright, with that, I mean, I almost, even though I've done this before a lot, I almost need a checklist, like food. Don't forget food. Don't forget to not be over encumbered in your inventory. You could also go into town, check your merchant sales ads. You can have up to 10 categories in town, and Zeonica is the trading hub of the. And at this time of day, there's not a lot of players. It's too early. All the kids are sleeping, being hungover or whatever. Yeah, I think I'm good with that. So let's move over. Okay, Pikayan is a town. Why? Oh, return with the book. So I just deleted the book and the quest because I had picked up a chest. So I'm gonna go into the tavern. And there's only 2 NPCs. It's the bartender. He gives you an influence quest to go to a hideout and kill, like, what is it? 12 trash looters. So you ask him for 100 money for the merchant's hidden items, and you get a quest. And if that quest is nearby in an imperial city, for me, Leblenion, I don't know where that is, so I have to pop out and check. Leblenion is not. Okay, so we could go up to Leblenion and do the hidden dungeon up here. Alright. Sure. Let's do that. And if I wanted to, I could fight and train my trash army. I have companions equipped that I've found and grinded and equipped that allows me to upgrade Empire soldiers cheaper, and they also get more experience. If I activate the clan bonus, they get even more experience, so it's really quick and cheap to and people will argue that Empire troops are not the best, but they're good enough for me for the PvE content that I do, and the Empire is very conveniently located here in the center of the map. So I can pick up troops from all these purple towns and train them. And I could train from other cultures as well if I wanted to. I guess the downside is you don't have any cavalry, and that their archers suck in this mod. It's a bit of a different game if you PvP in a competitive, one of the few large major clans that soaks up all the players. It's very hard to find players for the hundreds of smaller clans, because either you go with a large PvP clan or you don't PvP, because you're just gonna get ganked by toxic clans outside Zionica. It's kind of harsh. But nowadays you can set your clan to peaceful PvE mode, and of course the gankers are furious about that because there's no one to gank. But until they find out this balance, which is so hard in multiplayer environments, where the enjoyment of every player is important, not only the gankers are so upset. There are no beginners for me to ruin their gaming experience. Why are you... I'm 12 years old mentally. Why are you ruining my personal gaming experience? I like to ruin other people's gaming experience. Why are you doing this to me? I'm a victim. Yeah, that is a hard question to answer for any game developer. Jesus, I loathe those. Yeah, to be frank, most of the more experienced, older, mature players, they set up 5 versus 5 on-map player battles pre-arranged, and they fight it out, and it's fair and square. So there's less. There are periods where there are more ganking and more toxicity in the mod. I wish there was a way to avoid setting on like entirely protecting, because it's kind of fun to sneak around with enemy players around that potentially could attack you. But the way it's set up now, it's really hard with the circle size and the amount of time you're immune. I mean, you want some threat of PvP all over the map, but what is too much, what is too little? They made some decent attempts at balancing. If you want PvP, you can go to a PvP area in the north and the south. So it's not like PvP doesn't exist. What they want is effortless, non-opposed PvP, and they're upset. So we got some raw silk, which has, with the new quest system where you can just ask for merchants, disappear the items. You can just, there's so much silk on the market now. They used to be harder, but they're worth a bit of money. I think they're around like 15,000 now. They used to be a lot more, like 4 or 5 times more. But I mean, it's some money. If you're new, you could probably sell this for 45,000 or say 30,000 cheap if you want it. The other is just trash. But that's probably half an hour of grinding in a resource town, so pretty good loot. Could be worse. Sometimes you get nothing of use, like nothing. Okay. Why did I mark that? So now I can just walk to the next town and ask for a new merchant quest if I wanted to. I guess that's gonna be Xenon. It's gonna be a bit of a walk here. The way it works, here comes a player from Gallandine. It's one of the major, what's it called? What's the red culture called? Valandia? Yeah. Gal is they're Europeans, maybe French, English speaking. It's kind of a Western European clan. It's one of the oldest one. Yeah, not strong PvPers though. There's just too few of them. I think a lot of English speaking people play on the North America server now these days, because there are not a lot of English speaking people on the European server, which makes it kind of hard to meet people to play with or against. So you can see here, armies, looter armies are NPC armies that I can attack. They're low yield, low risk. Sea raiders are much harder. They have shields. They give a little bit better loot, but if you don't have a strong enough army, you will lose troops, and that's a long-term loss of income, in my opinion. And since you see so many 40 to 45 size, it means there are no human players online grinding, because otherwise they will be depleted and lower strength. So here's a village without anything. You can recruit troops in here, in a village. There's nothing else you can do. Sometimes they have a deliver wheat quest, don't they? Or is that in the vanilla game? Castles have no function now, but what they're working on, the developers, is a system where you can siege them. So what's gonna happen is one clan attacks another clan, and after a certain time there will be a battle, a siege battle, and you can sign up as a neutral, I suppose, on one side. So they're gonna be purchasing. They're gonna bring their own clan members, and a large clan might be able to bring 20 players. Smaller clans will not have a chance. They will have to pay people, I guess. We're in a town now, so we're gonna remove. We're not gonna return the book to Zeonica. It's not worth it. So we're just gonna go into the tavern, and we're gonna have a new. Now we need a Battanian quest, merchant chest quest. Siege battles are fun. Statimos. Maybe we can grab this on the way back. Alright. Let's see where it is. Here's the hidden dungeon. Okay, I'm gonna try to do this with a crafted masterwork bound crossbow. The guards down here, they don't aggro until you attack them or get too close. So you can headshot one of the 2 or 3 guards with it, and it probably kills him. Then you have to fight them with a katana, which is it's a unique diamond symbol, rhomboid shaped Patreon pay to win item. You can never lose these unique items. So all my armor and horse armor are unique items, but these quarrels and the crossbow I can lose, and they can also get damaged in combat, especially if I lose. I think maybe they can't get damaged when you win a battle. I think that's the way it's set up. If you lose, you lose some money and a risk of your damage being downgraded in quality. So let's go in and see. This is how you. Okay. First, I have 4. Fuck me. No, that's me. Right, I have 4 companions. I need a 5th slot to find a new companion. Don't bring 5. Sorry. Okay. Because I need this one who's in here. He's probably gonna be a bad one. His name is Dinoric. Right now we need to reload the crossbow. See, he's just standing there. It's like, who are you? Well, I'm here to... Oh, shit. Now I have to fight. Okay. See how bad I am at fighting shield guys. So there's 19 bandits, but they downgraded them. You have some unarmed looters. It used to be harder. I guess people complained. Here comes the crossbow man. I know it so well. Okay, I'm 32 damage. Oops. Alright. I'm losing a little bit too much health, but we'll see. Maybe I'll get through, maybe not. I'm not here to make a perfect... I'm here to grind up my crossbow skill. See, I probably can get one more shot off. Now I need to fight. Okay, that's good. Oops. Okay, I'm losing a little bit too much health. I'm not sure we're gonna get through it. It is a little bit easier on the way out than on the way in. I can just sneak up here and give him another headshot. Okay, let's... Oh, you know what? It's raining outside, so I'm only getting I think it's raining, and you get half damage, or what is it, like 50% less damage in the dungeon from ranged weapons. That makes it quite a lot harder that it's raining inside the dungeon. That must be it. Yep, that's it. Fuck. Okay. Just gonna spam him. So we got half health. Okay, yeah. We might have to redo it. This is kind of a bug glitch. So you see, his traits are bad, as they are 99% of the time. That's not really why we're getting him. I mean, it would be nice if he was a good. Fuck. Okay, this is not going well at all. Fuck. Okay, okay. I have 6 more people with very little health. Sorry, I probably don't gonna make it through. We have to redo it. Fuck. I really shouldn't pull this guy. If I walk up further, I will aggro him. Then we lost. Jesus. Come on. How can this be so hard? There we go. Gonna try to shoot him again, I guess. Okay. Very little health, but few opponents. Yeah. Let's see here. It's gonna come down to whether I'm lucky or not. Okay, I was lucky in that encounter. 2 more guys to go, so hopefully we'll make it. At least with a... Oh, fuck, a 15 hit. That is so fucking annoying. Alright, I showed you how to fail in Hidden Dungeon. It's fucking annoying. Yeah, bring a bow. I was overconfident. So we're gonna go down and do hideout in the woods instead. Jesus. Of course that last guy was gonna give me 2 stabs in the back. Yeah, it's probably better for your enjoyment to do hideout in the woods. Takes you a bit longer time, but you never fail them. Maybe with a crossbow you can fail, but if you bring a bow, you're gonna be able to make it. Just shoot them. The reason I'm using crossbows are useless. Maybe they will become useful in siege battle one of these days. They probably should implement a arbalest stronger crossbow. 100 pierce. It's just not enough for the low amount of ammunition you can bring and the reload speed. But in a siege, where you can, it could be useful. I don't know. We'll see. Maybe one day. I'm already on this character. I already leveled up archery enough. Maxed it out. So now we're passing these metal and leather villages. You can go inside them and there's a price. So this price has been placed by a human player ordering 1 piece of ore for 1352 dinars. And if you go in there and you chop it through a quest from the taskmaster inside the village, he will give you 1352 dinars from another player through him, the NPC. This system is a bit hard for people to understand, but so if you want to make money quickly, just find a village with high resource prices and chop resources for another player. And once you have it, you can go and in a workshop in town for free now you can process the ore and leather hides into leather and ingots, and you can craft recipes. And recipes you get from doing the Black Claw quest. Talk about that another time. Yes, I am repeating myself from other streams, but who knows which Bannerlord Online stream you gonna watch. You need information, right? You're new. So your best bet, if you're not very good at skirmishing, your best bet might be to bring even better armor than I'm wearing. I'm wearing Patreon armor, and it's good. It's okay. It's decent, but there are definitely better crafted, and you can even find out in the world. And it's not that expensive. It's not like end game to find the best quality or so heavier armor than what I am using. And obviously these NPCs not gonna be able to kill you as easily. And it was weird with the range damage because I couldn't see it was raining outside, but it definitely was. And that so there's like a chance that I'm not gonna go in there with 23% health. So let's see, if we sit in a castle, do we regain more health? I think you need to go to a town to rest up. There are companions that increases your healing. Yes, I am in a settlement. And I get 300 extra healing rate. Do you get even faster if you sit down in a tavern? I know in the south, if you go to a... Oh, you can't scroll out. Go on. Oh, you can see there are oases that gives you 10,000 healing rate. You more or less immediately heal up. But I think this is the same as going into a tavern in town and sitting in town. There's nothing to do. We just need to wait. I'm not so sure about this mod. I think maybe by waiting or delaying the siege mode and not doing any other, more or less other development for, what is it, 2 years, 1 year. I think they lost a lot of their veteran players, and some might consider coming back, like myself, but others probably left for good. It's a very time-consuming mod to play, and if you kind of lost your taste for it, I don't know. But there are some very committed players. I popped back and I was shocked to see there's still some names that I recognize. I've been playing it non-stop. So it has, and people apparently are playing for Patreon subscriptions. Each month it costs, I don't know, is it 45 euros or something? And you gain an armor set, and a horse or a horse armor, sometimes a weapon or a shield. The healing is extremely slow. Why am I not healing? Is it every 5 minutes? There's a healing cycle. This is too slow. Let's go to town and sit in a tavern. I think it should be faster in there. This is just extremely slow. There are no healing potions. Time is the only way to heal. Yeah, this makes like such boring streaming material. I realize, extremely boring. And most days when you do this work I'm doing, grinding, you're not gonna find a useful companion. Maybe 1 out of 10 you find a somewhat useful one, and there's gonna be 1 out of 100 before you find a really good one. So yeah. But if you're lucky, so let's see if we sit down. Okay, here we got 108,000 effective healing. So this is much faster. Go to tavern, sit down. I forgot about that. I was like, is it the same? Just sitting in the gatehouse outside in a castle or a town? No, taverns are much faster. Is it the same as in a... I think this is even faster than Oasis in the desert. So there are 2 PvP zones. One up here. What the fuck? One up here north of this fjord here. If you walk up here, you enter one of the PvP zones. It looks like Turkey, but it's frozen and in the north. That's the Northlands, is it? And in the south you have the desert. It's also a PvP zone. It's very dangerous. I can almost guarantee you're gonna get attacked if you're a beginner player. So, even though you find high yield loot, you're probably gonna lose time and money. Okay, let's do the other. And I'm gonna bring my companions, because if they go down and get wounded, they can't die. These 2 Imperial trained infantrymen, they can die permanently. Probably won't. Probably won't. If you're new, just bring 6 good soldiers. Oh fuck. I need to ask these guys to not shoot. Set them up. Sorry, forgot about that. They didn't hit anything? Okay. If I shoot, I'm only gonna get 1 pull, I think. There's 2 waves in there. I'm not sure if I don't think I pulled both of the waves. Are there better weapons than 2-handed? Sure, of course. But it's the skill I want to level up, so I'm using a 2-handed weapon. Polearm is so easy to level up from horseback that... Okay, throw away your javelins. There's 3 more soldiers in here. I'm just gonna take out... Oh fuck. Thanks for throwing that javelin and Jesus. These are like the worst playthroughs I've ever had. That tent scrolling through your camera, it's nice. Okay. Yeah, today's companion grinding does not go well. It doesn't start well. Maybe I'm lucky and I get a good companion. I guess I purchased most of them, but I found a few very expensive ones once in a while. And I guess long term, if you can stand how boring it is to do this, it is a good income money-wise. Because even if you have all the companions you want, if you find a really good one, it can sell for millions of money. But it's dependent on chance. Okay, there's 1 crossbow guy standing up here in the settlement. There he is. Okay, nice. Hey, don't push me. Okay, 1 hit. As you can see here, I get higher damage numbers than from before in the dungeon. It's because it's not raining. You can raid inside these dungeons or hideouts as well. This... Wait, there he is. This hideout is probably the easiest one because you can bring friends along with you, 6 soldiers. So I think this is the starter, the first hideout if you wanna... Alright, you can also find companions on the map from looter armies that if you press Alt, you see RP for prisoner, but they're always gonna be really bad. Maybe... No, don't ever invest resources in upgrading them. So ignore them, just delete them. The resources for upgrading a companion is very expensive. So that's why it's like they're very easy to find, the low level ones. But it's never gonna be worth, because no, just don't. Just ignore the other companions on map that you can find. Okay, I'm happy to see that someone is selling legionaries for 5k. Remember, I'm training cheap and fast legionary imperial. There are good shield wall troops, legionaries. I understand, even in the online multiplayer meta. So let's try to not get shot, but by that one crossbow down there. We're always already halfway through, because we reached it. Once we kill this guy, we reached the prisoner. Let him shoot one more time. Okay, we're gonna take him out. So what I do is I talk to him, ask him to follow me, but I don't give him any movement orders because I don't want him to die. So I just leave him here in the tent. Gutrag is... he's 40% more experience received for battalion soldiers. Battalion trainers are... or used to be popular because you can get the best noble archer troops, the Fian guards, whatever, and 20% experience for all soldiers. And now you might think, okay, so I'm getting 40% from my battalion troops and 20% for every troop, also battalions, so I get a 60% total, 40 plus 20. No, they don't stack. So this is for everyone else. It's 2 grand traits, which are the best traits. There are 3 level traits. So, but this one, no one's gonna buy and train and upgrade that combination of traits, I think. No. He's useless. I'm not even gonna bother to try to sell him. I'm just gonna delete him. You know, I could maybe see myself, if I had a lot of slots for companions left, which I don't, I could see myself selling him for a small amount of money, maybe like 50k. Someone would pick him up, maybe. It's just that it costs you hundreds of thousands of ducats, dinars, money, to upgrade these guys. So I'm what you're really looking for. There's a trait called Brilliant, and Brilliant multiplies the other trait with 1.7. That's basically the only ones you're looking for. So first you need to find a Brilliant one, which is 1 in 50, I don't know, 1 in 30. And then the other trait needs to be a grand trait, the highest level out of 3, and a useful trait. It's very rare that you find really good top. Oops, that's why they're costing so much. But of course, some people are lucky and go in and find a lot of useful ones. Just gonna try to take out that, so he doesn't stand there in the background shooting at me. Where's the last? There you are. Look at the sun. It's more beautiful than before the DLC. It's very pretty. Just gonna F12. Beep. Screenshot. Put it up somewhere. Grab that tiny amount of crossbow experience. And now I'm gonna have everyone charge. That means the guy in the tent, the NPC, he's gonna start running towards the exit. Okay, I need everyone to follow me. So we're through it. We killed 29 opponents. 30? I don't know. We killed them all. Now you just have to run to the exit, and once the... Where is he? Hello. Oh, there he is. He's coming. He needs to run to the exit. The NPC, Guthrag. Ooh, nice. Sunrise. And this is the trick I wanted to show you. Once you have one companion, you can exploit and check out what other companions are in the other 9 hideouts of the day by using the ID. I think it's allowed to do, it's not illegal. If it is, I'm sorry. I'll stop doing it. But for a while, people try to do 10 hideouts on each character. Even with this method, it's very hard to find a good one. Because let's say I find a good companion. I don't know which hideout he's in, so I have to just keep doing them one after another one until I find him. So here's Guthrag with his 2 grand traits. We accept him into the... Just go sit in a castle. This is what you do. Freeze the video, go back until you learn this. You take Guthrag. He's gonna have a little arrow box in a square. That's gonna put his name in the chat window. And when you're here, I guess we could start walking back towards... You press shift and his name. And you pop him down into the local. And here you delete the first press backspace, and you see a code. Yes, this is complicated. You will have to rewind this part and watch it again. And you can see a code that ends with 29, right? 16, 36, 48, 29. So we're gonna delete 29, and the next higher number is 30, right? And I put back a bracket. For me, it's Alt, GR, and 9, but there's no character, there's no companion there. All right, so up, there are no other companions. There's gonna be 9 companions below the Gutrug of today's selection. We're gonna go with 28 instead. 29. Next step down is 28. Dinoric is in one of the other 9 dungeons of today. And as you can see, he's a Grand Hero Trainer. Experience of a hero increased by 15%. It's just experience. This is a bad trait. Grand trait's good, experience trait's bad. So he's useless. We're not gonna go to find him. Next number down, 27. Yes, correct. And another bracket, Yakus. Companion number 3 of today. I found one, I checked one, and this is the third. He's got experience. If he's got an experience trait, he's useless. 26. Griff. A beginner player might be tricked into saying, oh, I want 20 more soldiers. Yeah, but if you want to invest a couple of 100,000 dinars into this guy, and then understand that you regret your choice, do it by all means. But I could probably sell Griff for 50k to a beginner. Hekaron. Yeah, he's bad. 24. Hurunag. This one is a double grand trait guy. This one increases all your infantry. That is not archers. That is shield infantry, melee infantry only. They get 15% more health. So that's a 15% increase. It's a good trait if you run infantry. And it gives you yourself, your hero, that's you, 15% experience. This one is probably worth a little bit of money. Maybe 100k, 200k to someone that wants this combination. It's not a strong combination, but it's a double trait, and the traits are useful. It's not like, oh, you eat 30% less food, and who cares? These are traits that people like. So, you know, I'm not gonna go and grind him. He's not good enough for me. But if you find him, you could try to sell him. Okay, experienced. And once you've done 10, only one trait. You need 2 traits. Ospec. This is gonna be the last one. Ospec. No, he's only one trait. So now when we get down to 20, you remember 30 there was no companion, right? So that means 20 to 29. Those are the 10 companions. Today's spawn of my 10 hideouts on the map. These guys exist in dungeons all over the map for my character. So there's not gonna be one here. Oh, there was one. Oh, look, this is a good one as well. Shalar, 60% more trash money for selling junk to the junk salesman in each town, the artisan, and 40%. Okay, Empire troops are not very popular, but experience for a troop type is okay as well. So I got 2 double grands. So, okay, 19 is not going to be one. Right. So we're just going to throw Gutrug away. We know that there are 2 double grands that are decent on the map. If I feel like playing more with this character, excuse me. I think I walk back to Zionica. The chat is so quiet. There's no one online at this time. Okay. You can see here, one guy is trying to sell a speed trait activated. So he paid a lot of money to activate his speed trait, which he felt was a good choice. And then he realized, I don't like the other trait, and he hasn't activated it, and now he's trying to get rid of it and reimburse himself for some of the money he spent on that first trait. And he's not gonna get it sold, so he wasted the money. And for a beginner, those hundreds and thousands of resource money you spend it's pointless. He's also selling. He's selling in the global chats. He's not selling in the trade channel. That tells me he's a noob. So these guys are gonna be very, very bad companions he's trying to sell. You can't sell companions in the market or at an NPC. You have to sell them through the chat or in Discord, of course, obviously outside of the game. So there's gonna be a lot of companion spam. And I mean, everyone has the right to try to sell their companions, but please do not try to sell a single grand trait companion. He's useless. Gifted is a 1.5. It's not a brilliant 1.7. He's useless. No one's gonna buy. Experienced. This is a horrible, horrible companion. And you say like, oh, but 150 inventory capacity. I would like that. Yes, you would. But do you want to spend $500,000 to upgrade him and realize that, oh, okay, there are better companions out there? No, you're gonna regret it. Oh. Okay, so we're probably not gonna do more than one character today. This took me a little bit longer than it should have because I failed in the first hidden dungeon. But I guess it takes a while to... I think an hour, I'm yapping a lot and talking and doing other stuff. If you just go out and do it, maybe half an hour per character, maybe even less. I guess it depends how close. If you have a strong army and just go up and fight the slave traders and go back, that could take you 15 minutes, 10 minutes. I don't know why this took such a long time to just do one. I had to heal. Okay, so this was a bit of a turn off. The mod is very grindy. I think it's better if you have friends to play with. I know that clan, National Bank of Calradia. I've seen that. That's an old clan. Otherwise, for me, most clans are unknown and new. They come and go. Then I see some of the old, larger PvP clans still being active, so everyone's gonna join those. They give you free equipment and you give them influence. Merchants of Empire, that's a new one. Okay, so that's how you grind companions in Bannerlord Online. If this ever gets a update with the functioning siege mode, I will probably be back and try out that and play that as well. Otherwise, you know, the mod is in a state where it's great fun, but what's the end goal? Money, skills, setting up your clan. If you don't have people to recruit or to play with, there's nothing really to do at an end game. So I'm waiting for siege mode to get implemented. Alright, hope you like it. Go try the mod, it's fun in the beginning, and I'll see you in the next one.